Hi everybody, you're looking at The Worker right now and you're listening to the video on Labor Day. And my name is Bob Trezise with Lansing Economic Area Partnership, LEAP. We run economic development for the greater Lansing, Michigan area. Welcome. On this celebration of Labor Day, this is a brand new sculpture at the corner of Shiawassee and Cedar Street done by an artist hired by Pat Gillespie as a developer. Pat Gillespie believes in placemaking, and this is an example of it. It's over a 20-foot tall sculpture, and it really represents the history of the city of Lansing as well as the future. The history is that for over 100 years, our region has had a strong labor presence, and it's produced a middle class, and it's produced in an entrepreneurial environment, and really is responsible for the fantastic city that we have in place today. But additionally, it's about the future. In economic development, I'm a pragmatist, and we have to work together and find compromise. Sometimes there are naturally tensions between labor and business, between labor and developers. It doesn't have to be that way, and Lansing understands and has found the magic key as far as that relationship goes. We have two of the world's most newest and technologically advanced GM plants. Now, they're here for a lot of reasons. But the reason is because of our 100-year history of the best labor relations in America. That is our history. The labor guys put that deal together essentially with General Motors. That's why we have 5,000 General Motors jobs in those two incredible plants today. In development projects, we are pragmatic. We have to meet a middle ground, compromise, and we've done that successfully. You look at the accident fund project, marketplace, the outfield, a sculpture like this all comes together. We make it a win-win for developers and businesses and labor together so we can all succeed. Economic development and business ultimately is about families. And so that's why Labor Day is so important when we think about these issues and why it's so important to the Lansing area. Now let's walk across the street and see something else really cool. Well, we were just at the Working Man sculpture done by Pat Gillespie and his development firm with an artist. We just walked across Cedar Street to the east and Shiawassee. And now I'm standing in front of another iconic piece of Lansing history here in Labor Day. And this is going to be called the Lansing Brewing Company. Actually, it was called the Lansing Brewing Company. And now it is the Lansing Brewing Company again. As you can see, this was actually a business, a brewing company, in 1898. It is now being revived. Literally be put back in place by Pat Gillespie, our developer, and he is putting in place an amazing brew pub that is absolutely going to kill it. And it's going to be opening in just a couple of weeks, and it's going to be very exciting, but we wanted to show you that too. But there's even more incredible economic development news happening in the Lansing area. Skyview, 9-story, $77 million project on Michigan Avenue. The old blighted, abandoned, story-old site, contaminated, is now going to be revived in a 9-story, $77 million building called Skyview. Mixed use, over 500 units, 180 will be for young professionals, 1 bedroom. Retail on the first floor. They're including a parking ramp that they're building, wrapping it inside the building. This is going to be a major game changer for Michigan Avenue. Anyone who's on Michigan Avenue is going to love this building. This is going to help attract over 1,000 new residents, and it's going to attract, and those are all consumers, for Sears, for Frandor. For the retail, it's going to go in the beautiful Main Street of the Red Cedar, $300 million project that's going to be underway, I hope, soon across the street. Helps Midtown Project and DTN and everyone else who is on Michigan Avenue. So congratulations to Rise Development Firm out of Atlanta, Georgia, who, by the way, are now investing in new buildings in Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids as well. So we welcome them to the state of Michigan. They're going to be a big part of our future. I also want to congratulate our LEAP member and friends, DTN, who are doing a fantastic building as well. An $8.5 million building called Gateway, which is a mixed-use building in downtown East Lansing on 300 West Grand River. This is a brownfield project that the MEDC and City of East Lansing are working on. We always want to say thank you to the MEDC. MEDC is going to be huge on our Skyview project, too. Can't do these projects without a vigorous, robust state economic development agency, and they are the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, and we thank them. But this is going to be a very wonderful mixed-use building, 6,500 square feet of commercial, 30 39 two-bedroom apartments, underground parking. It's really going to improve that section of downtown and the neighborhood. So congratulations to our terrific developers, absolute first-class quality guys at DTN. Even more good news, Airlift in Delta Township is adding 30 jobs to their 150 jobs. They're expanding their national headquarters with a $3 million project, 40,000 square foot expansion. They report that sales in Europe have grown 45% annually over the last 3 years, and they work with air suspension and very high-tech parts with a variety of vehicles. So congratulations to Airlift and to Delta Township and the greater Lansing area. A great article this week in City Pulse about LCC's campus and how the $65 million in improvements are really attracting students to the area, to LCC, to take classes, to stick with it, to enjoy the artwork. It's as fine a campus of any university, literally, or campus that you will see in the state of Michigan. And it's in the heart of downtown Lansing, and we're very, very proud of Lansing Community College for providing this excellent opportunity that is physically beautiful. They've really grasped placemaking, put so many beautiful art sculptures in, improved all their classrooms, and it's doing its job. It is attracting students and keeping students at Lansing Community College. Congratulations to the Beacon Field, one of our crowdfunding sites that is now open and jammed with kids of every variety in downtown Lansing. Scott Dane and the whole crew, thank you so much. Leap and myself played a pretty big role in that as well. Again, a huge thank you to the Michigan Economic Development Corporation for matching the 50,000 re-raised, 60,000 with another 60,000. We can't do these things without the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. And also our Under the Bridge crowdfunding site, where we're fixing up for $100,000 the really not so nice looking bridge at US 127, where the Skyview is, where our incredible Bud Couch project that we approved this week as well is being approved right there. This bridge is going to be decorated with murals and better lighting, and it will look great for people to pass through rather than being a wall. Under the Bridge, patronicity.com/under the bridge. We want to thank the Skyview folks who are going to do a huge donation as well, and we need to contribute, all of us, and wrap this up next week on that funding. I want to say, everyone, enjoy Labor Day. Have a safe one. We want to say in particular to Mark D'Antonio, Michigan State football, you begin the march. It's national championship time, and we believe. See you next week.